Hi, I'm Mark Malusis, New York sports personality. You've heard me on radio and seen me on TV. Now I'm teaching right here at Iona. That's right. I'm an instructor in the new Sports Communication and Media Graduate Program. All classes are taught by industry professionals like myself in our brand new state-of-the-art digital lab. For more information, go to iona.edu and search sports communication or email graduate coordinator Mike Demergis. Go Gales!
All right, first I thought Buffalo did a good job. They took advantage of opportunities. They scored when they needed to early. And then when we tightened it up a little bit and played a little better defense at the end, we got to make sure we score. I thought early in the game, the missed field goal and then obviously the interception before the half, those are scoring opportunities that you can't miss on. We knew going into it they were a good defense. Felt like throughout I wanted to keep Saquon involved as much as we could, even though the score got to the way it was. And then ultimately we just didn't make enough plays to win. Credit Buffalo, they played well in all three phases of the game, and we didn't make enough plays. So with that, I'll take your questions.
Coach, what was a big difference you saw defensively in that first half that you were able to do in that second half?
I think we just challenged better. That was more of the focus. Make sure we just challenged everything, and we did. And I think they got a couple of incomplete passes within the drive. They were completing passes as early, and that was keeping drives alive. When you get those incomplete passes on first, second down, it puts pressure on your third downs, and I think that's where. And then they had a couple penalties. So some of it was, and I think basically from a defensive standpoint, we just challenged more and better.
How were you able to get DeAndre Baker to settle down after a rocky start? He played better toward the back end of the game.
Yeah, well, you just got to keep talking to him. This is his fourth half of football in the NFL, and just got to keep talking to him. The guys did a good job of coaching him. He's a tough guy, and he learns from every play that he's involved in, and he'll continue to learn as he goes forward.
Why do you think he struggled so badly these first couple of weeks?
Well, we lost, right? Both scenarios, point-wise, played out the same. They got ahead on us.
I mean, DeAndre specifically.
Oh, DeAndre?
Yeah.
I think it's just he's a rookie corner, and he's just learning how to play the game at this level. And I think he keeps challenging, and he'll keep continuing to get better because he has the skill and ability to do it.
Coach, the first 2 weeks you've had good opening drives and have scored on them. Why do you think the offense hasn't been as consistent moving forward in the game?
Well, some of the things that happen to their offense happen to ours. We get penalties, or for whatever reason we don't get those yards you need on first, second down, and then you got those longer third downs that become a challenge for every team.
Can you speak to the impact that TJ Jones had today?
Yeah, he did a great job. He caught the touchdown pass, certainly. He had the long punt return, which was excellent. Set us up in a position to get points, which we didn't. So for being here just a couple of days, he did a very nice job.
And how would you assess Eli's play today?
I think his play is indicative of how our team played. There were some really good plays in there, and then there's some things that we need to improve on.
Pat, starting the season 0-2 puts you in a little bit of a challenge here going forward. What's your message to the guys as you get ready for week 3?
Well, we got to go win a game in Tampa. That's the message, and that's just the way that's how you got to roll this thing out. Just go play.
Last week, obviously, Buffalo had a lot of deflections.
And they did again today.
They did again. So obviously, that's something they can do well. How do you think you guys handle it? I mean, obviously, the interception is a huge play on the deflection.
I mean, the tip ball, it happens. They're good at it. I thought our guys, for the most part, did a good job protecting. And when a guy can't get home, then they put their hands up. So the one that was deflected, Saquon was running an option route. We're trying to throw him the ball, and he broke inside, and that's where the throwing lane was, and they tipped it.
What's your overall level of concern at 0-2 and just not playing the way you want to play?
Well, I think my focus is going to go right to the next opponent. That's where it's going to go.
When Cody went down, did that hamper the way you wanted to run the offense since you had 3 healthy receivers left?
We came into this, obviously, we weren't quite sure that Cody was going to make it till, late yesterday, I guess it was. So played much more 12 and 21 than I normally would do. Our receiver situation, it just is what it is, and the guys got to go out there and step up, you know, and some guys did.
Will you consider eventually getting Daniel in? Is that something at what point do you start thinking about that or look into that?
I think we got to look at how our team played, and we got to just go back and take steps to get better in all areas. I don't think that's a conversation for right now. I think we got to everybody's got to play better.
Is it a concern? It seems like the fans are getting upset early. I mean, is that a concern for you guys?
I thought the fans, there was a stretch that when we downed the punt inside the one, that was awesome. And I thought the fans did a great job of trying to energize things. We got great fans, and they deserve to see wins. And at this point, at least through today, we haven't won. And so we got to do what we can to win and help them feel better about things.
Take two more.
Coach, that first TD drive was pretty much all Barkley. Why do you think it took so long before the passing attack to gel, like into the second half?
I don't know that. I thought there was any time you don't complete passes, certainly there's reasons for it. We talked earlier about the tip balls. If you had pressure or you just don't execute on the throw and the catch part of it, or they defended it, and there's probably all those things that showed up.
What do they do defensively to limit Ingram? He had a big game last week, less so today until late in the game.
They're a very solid team. I think they've been a good defense here during Sean's tenure, and they just challenge you along the way. They got really good players that match up well when they play their loose zones, and then they also do a good job of playing man-to-man.
What do you think of the way Josh Allen played?
I thought he did a good job. I thought there was a couple times he broke contain, and he made some really nice throws with. And a couple times we were in really tight coverage. I thought he did a nice job. And then they had the structured quarterback run that he scored on, and I thought he played well.
One more. No more? How much of a challenge is it to call plays when you're that thin at receiver? Does that put a strain on you as a play caller, or you have to try to figure it out?
We just figure it out best we can, and then when you get to where you're the big challenge can be going along, obviously, is when you're down by 3 scores, is making sure you keep the runner involved, because we all know how dynamic a player he is.